Welcome back. Your time is 5:45, and yesterday was the 14-year anniversary of one of the deadliest tornado outbreaks on record. The 2011 super outbreak spanned from April 25th to the 28th, but everything peaked on the 27th, and many of you locally probably remember that day. We had 2 rounds of very strong storms, one in the morning and then one later in the afternoon and evening, and we had several EF4 tornadoes, and this is just the tornado reports from EF3 to EF5. This isn't including the EF1, 2s, and 0s. We had a lot of tornadoes touching down across the Tennessee Valley, over 50 that day. EF4s moved through parts of Jackson, DeKalb counties. We had, of course, the EF5 just off to the north of Fort Payne, and of course the Appleton all the way to Cleveland tornado. This one was on the ground for over 35 miles and caused a lot of damage and loss of life here across the Tennessee Valley. So the day we'll never forget. I mean, look at all these tornado warnings just on April 27th alone. The coverage is just insane across southeast Tennessee, North Alabama, and North Georgia. So hopefully we'll never see a day like this again. That's why I always encourage you just to be ready anytime we have any severe threats. Fortunately, our severe season has kind of been pretty quiet here lately. Going to be a pretty high risk across portions of Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, really the upper Midwest. For us, another quiet day, and the severe threat has kind of just disappeared the last couple of weeks here locally, which no one's going to complain about. And really over the next week, we're not looking any high risk for severe weather as well. So that's good news. As for your satellite and radar, not a lot going on this Monday morning. So as you're traveling out here in the next couple of minutes, no weather related issues, and temperatures comfortable. It feels really good outside. 52 in Cleveland, 54 in Athens, 56 in Chattanooga. Just that cool crispness of a late spring morning. Really can't beat that. Later today we'll be in the 80s. So if you like warm weather, this is going to be your week. Again, we're moving closer and closer to summer, so we're not going to have many cool days left, but enjoy the cooler mornings while they last, because before long, our overnight lows generally just in the 70s. Here's a look at your future cast. We'll have some cloud cover today. Not going to be a huge deal. And then as we continue through a Monday afternoon, again, the winds pick up a little bit, maybe gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Tonight, cloud cover starts to increase as we get that southerly flow. Tomorrow afternoon and evening, especially during the evening, can't rule out a few showers or storms. It's not going to be anything widespread. A lot of you probably stay dry, but there will be at least a little bit of rain activity late in the evening, and that's kind of going to be the trend the rest of the week. So not necessarily looking at any widespread rain potential the next couple of days, but by Thursday and Friday, we're going to have this front come through. So all in all, the next 5 days, a quarter to a half of an inch with the localized areas, maybe picking up an inch of rainfall. So nothing like last week, but we're certainly still going to have that potential for some active weather in the short term. And then looking ahead to the first week of May, we're trending a lot drier here across the southeast. So of course, we're not really going to have any severe weather with this pattern taking shape. Again, everything's kind of going to stay out into the central half of the country. That's where the active weather's been the last couple of weeks, and that's where it's going to be as we move into May. And typically during the latter half of May, we start to have the severe threat pushing further and further out into the plain states. So that's kind of what we're going to see. Not saying we're still not going to have the chance for some severe weather, but it certainly is going to be something we keep an eye on. But here's your next 7 days across the Tennessee Valley. Great weather today, a couple PM storms tomorrow into Wednesday. Not going to be a big deal, not high coverage of rain, and then a better chance of some showers late in the week before we have nice conditions setting up for the first weekend of May.